Hello chefs, welcome back to Cooking with Lilu. I am Chef Titi and bienvenue in my kitchen. I am so excited because today we are going to make something fun, easy, fast and gooey. Yes, you guessed it right, we are going to make something with chocolate. Now we all love chocolate, but do we actually know where chocolate comes from?
Chef Titi, I know, we get chocolate from the store.
That is correct, we do get chocolate in the store. But before we can actually buy the chocolate in the store, chocolate actually grows on a tree. Well, not exactly the chocolate that you buy. Chocolate comes from a bean that grows on a tree and it's called the cacao bean. Once you pick up the cacao beans, they actually look white, and once you roast them, that looks like this. And you can actually eat it. It is bitter, but it's delicious, really good for you and full of fiber. Now, as you may have heard, white chocolate is not real chocolate, but it is still part of the family of the chocolate because it still contains some cacao butter, which is a component of the chocolate. So think of it as your first cousin. So without waiting any longer, let's make this chocolate lava cake. Yes! Are you with me? Are you excited?
Chocolate.
So let's go. Rule number 1, wash your hands. Soap, water, 20 seconds. Rule number 2, let's have fun. Let's do this. For this recipe, you will need a large bowl, a medium bowl, a flat spatula, a whisk, some measuring spoons, ramekins, you'll need 4, and a scale or measuring cups. 100 grams of dark chocolate, or 3.5 ounces, 3 eggs, 1.5 tablespoons of flour, 50 grams of butter, or 4 tablespoons, 80 grams of granulated sugar, or half a cup, and 12 squares of chocolate. Inside your large bowl, you're gonna put the butter. You're gonna keep a little piece on the side for later. And then you're gonna take your dark chocolate and you are going to break it on top of it. In a pot, you are going to pour a cup of water and bring it to a boil. You will then rest your bowl with the chocolate and butter on top of it to melt it all. That's what we call a double boiler. Once the butter and chocolate is melted, you can remove it from the heat and leave it on the side. In your medium bowl, you are going to crack your eggs and you are going to whisk them like an omelette. You will then add the sugar gradually and you will whisk it until it's all melted. And after that, you will do the same with the flour. And you will whisk until there's no more lumps. If it is easier, you can actually sieve your flour. You will then mix your egg mixture into the chocolate. And then you will stir until you get this thick cake batter consistency. We are now going to use the little piece of butter that we kept earlier, and we are going to butter our ramekins everywhere. When this is done, we are going to pour some of the batter in our ramekins about halfway through. And then we will add our chocolate squares in the middle. You want to use about 4 squares for each ramekins. You can use dark chocolate or milk chocolate if you prefer. White chocolate won't work as good, so you don't want to use that. And then you will pour some more batter to cover the chocolate, but not all the way to the top of the ramekins. You just want to cover enough. The chocolate cakes are going to rise up a little bit, so we want to give them that little space they need. And finally, bake for 8 to 10 minutes at 465 degrees. It is now ready, so be careful when you take it out of the oven. It's really hot, and so you want to let it stand for 5 minutes. Then you want to flip it over. If you have a hard time, you can use a little knife just to detach the edges. And you can serve it with whipped cream or ice cream, whichever you prefer. And when you cut it through, you should have this beautiful gooey lava running down in the middle.
Wow, Chef Gigi, it's red like lava.
So if you want to make it red like I did, I'm going to give you my secret. I will write it down at the bottom in the description of the video.
Delicious. Thank you, Chef Gigi.
Alright, my little chefs, that is it for today. Unfortunately, it is time to say goodbye, but I will see you next week for another recipe. If you like this channel, don't forget to subscribe to it, and you can also follow us on Instagram at mylilu. The link is at the bottom. Thank you for coming by. I'm Chef Gigi. Bye bye.